These two here. Now, the left-hand one was your before.
Yeah.
So it's impact. This is the after, yeah. That's the sort of setup. This is obviously, if your right foot wasn't that narrow and your right foot was probably back here, that ball position wouldn't be that far back in the stance. I mean, it's probably middle-ish there. Yeah. If you move the right foot back, so that's probably a bit too far back for your normal full shots, but this was obviously a practice drill. I like that sensation. The lead arm and the club are more in line, okay? You were a bit more kind of what I call capital Y. Okay, you could have gone a little bit further forward. And I think when you moved the ball back a little bit, the hands came back with it as well. So make sure the hands stay by that left thigh as the shaft does tilt back just a smidgen. Yeah, you've got the left, that's where your hands go, and the club's got to be obviously inside. The hands inside that left foot as a visual, okay?
Yeah. That's really helpful to remember.
It just, exactly. You need, I think when you set it properly, if you're looking down here now, that's basically what you're going to see there. Your eyes there and the hands. You can, if you see daylight, your hands are behind the ball way too much, okay? So, as you went back here before, again, good backswing, keeping your height now nicely. As you came to the goal ball there now, this next frame there is basically impact. So the ball just about to start a blur. And there's your hands. So the ball's forward, the hands are back. It's just a high loft. And if the hands obviously are releasing and rotating, which you would expect to as they go through here now, that ball's going to go left. Mm-hmm. Every now and then it might go higher and straighter, but it's still going to have a tendency to want to just disappear left on you, okay? So you've got to feel, and this one on the right was purely an exaggerated drill or a practice swing that felt to you like you were coming down this steep and your hands were over there somewhere, okay? As you swing back, obviously it's a shorter swing, okay? Keep your height there. There's now impact. Yeah, you can see the lead arm and the hand. If you're all decent players on tour, they've got that lead hand now nicely in front. The club's sort of leaning back a smidgen, doesn't be too far obviously, and the torso now is going to rotate. That is the drill you're going to practice, where the ground slows the club down to keep the hands in front. That's sort of when I was just slamming it into the ground there. It feels really strange to start with. When you were doing that, when I was making that noise, mine was coming and going bang, yours was going just brushing the mat quite nicely, okay? So what feels to you a really steep angle and thud into the ground isn't that steep, okay? And that's in the law. As you turn through, we turn through, the hands stay in front of the chest. What we don't want is trying to drag the arms across without body turn, because then you get the old unmentionables and you just pipe them off to the right. So yes, we want shaft lean, but how do we get that? The arms and the body work correctly, okay? We've got to rotate and the arms then work back in front. If we just try and swipe the arms across our chest and push the hands forward, he's got there somewhere. All right, this is purely a practice. I would recommend, as we said, do 2 or 3 or 4 of these swings here to the side of the goal ball, just working on a sort of steeper, thuddier impact and a more like a punchier feeling, Then you step to the goal ball and swing at it, okay? If we could say, right, there's your impact there today. If you played golf today and your hands were there, happy days. You did it a little bit lower, the likelihood to pull it would be a lot less. You still can pull, obviously. There's a potential to hit the ball slightly anyway, but it will just reduce that potential of doing so. Obviously, the further this way, the further on that yellow line your hands are to the right leg, the increased chance of that ball going left is going to be. And if you're walking on a golf course fragile, going, when's that running hook going to come in? It's a scary prospect now. There's just a bad shot is in there, just waiting to erupt like a dormant volcano,
Yeah.
And you might play, it might come every 23 holes, so you might have 18 holes, it's great. Then it comes in and, oh, bloody hell,
Coming on turn, you think, we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and then compensate, okay, well, I'm not going to attack the ball too hard. I'm just going to try and get it.
And I think that's possibly, just what you were saying there, if you're trying not to attack the ball too hard, you're going to slow the body down, slow things down, the club head momentum carries on, and that's probably going to get you to go and do that more, So when your body's working faster, you'll get more of that. When you try and be a bit more gentle, that can encourage that. So I wouldn't say, swing faster, but by slowing things down, you're slowing your body down potentially. The hand of the club slows down, the top end slower, the head end's going to whip through. So that may not be the best option. That may be when it's happening more. It's 18 points, feeling great. I just try and get into the club. I just go nice and gently, not go too fast. Everything slows down, club head speeds up, big left,
Yeah, and it's either front line. I got to 9, 18 points, coming up 9, you think, well, this is a good position.
Yeah.
Try and get 2 points up in there, that'll be 20 points.
You
got something to build on. Tugged it massively there, and hit it well.
It's lost ball, isn't it?
It's massive, and as it kicked about 20 yards in there.
It's left going left and still going.
The fairway and went,
whoosh! Yeah, exactly, exactly, Okay, does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Good stuff, well done, mate.